So, you're a content creator, things are going well. What was a hobby and probably is a passion of yours has taken off. You were creating content for fun and now the money begins to come in. And that's a good thing. But what you have now is not a hobby, it's a business. And as such, you need to look after the thing. You need to look after your tax and you also need to look after your accounts. The tax office will assume that you know everything that you're supposed to know, which is to keep good books, good records. If you go over 42,000, you probably need to register for VAT, value added tax, which you may or may not know about. The tax office will deem you to be a sole trader, which might not be in your best interest. So you need to look after all these things. And this is really just a trap waiting for you around the corner if you haven't paid attention to it until now. Help is at hand though, because we're a firm of accountants and we deal with content creators. We can advise you on whether you need to register for VAT. You definitely will need to contact the tax office instead of them finding out some other way that you are making money and potentially not paying taxes. There's going to be interest and penalties if you don't tell them yourself and make that payment. You may have an accountant already, but if they're the type of accountant that only gets in touch with you once a year, then that's possibly not quick enough if your content has blown up and things have taken off. Because just remember, your accountant, if you're dealing with a traditional accountant, they will probably contact you in the middle of the year to say your return needs to be filed now in the middle of November. So realistically, that's not going to catch things early enough if your content has blown up and your earnings have taken off. As I said, you may need to register for VAT. You definitely will have to register for income tax. You may be registered for income tax already. And then, but finding out 18 months after the end of the, start of the year, it's pretty late then to put in place what you need to put in place. You'll need to pay your back taxes and you can also be lulled into a false sense of security that you have this money, which actually some of it belongs to the tax office. So for all those reasons, it's better that you look after these things early and try to regularize your situation with the tax office and also get organized and also begin to pay off those tax bills early rather than letting them build up and lulling yourself into a false sense of security, thinking that money that's in your bank account, that you're going to hold on to all of it or that it's available for you for spending. Some of it isn't. Some of it may be value added tax, and that's a trap for you that you may end up falling into. So just remember, if you're making money, it's no longer a hobby. It's no longer your passion. It's no longer something that you do on the side or in the evenings. If you're making money, you will need to pay some tax on it, and that's where we can help you.